How does it work? It works basically like this. We have, in terms of process of work, we try to work very fast from ideas generation to prototyping, because we understood that there was an issue of reliability and trust that was the first issue to tackle in order to make this project start. And so we use this ideas sharing stall as first point of contact between ideas and implementation and prototyping. And so as you can see, we have already a number of services in place, like the Earth Market, which is the name of the farmers market, the platform, the farmers box, which is really under development, the project of the horticulture in farms, which is the pick, I've seen that you have also here, the pick your own systems, where you go to the farm and you can harvest the fruits and whatever. We are now developing a number of cycling and proximity tourism activity, exactly as the one that Sonia mentioned. So this land is actually beautiful, and beautiful enough to be also a nice place to visit. And also, for instance, we have another project, which is the project of a local chain, local bread chain. What does it mean? Bread entirely produced with the grain and the floor of the park. So some farmers are testing new kind of floors, and then we are producing an entire the entire chain is within the park, and we have a fantastic bread now already available. But it's not the only one. We are also now making the first feasibility study for cooperative supermarket, which is basically a cooperative, a consumer that will manage and run a supermarket. So this supermarket will be actually a zero-mile supermarket, as the market is, but not run by the farmers, but run by the clients, as we have, for instance, in the United States. And I heard that you have also something here. So the idea is to do it. We are at the very first stage of this project, which is quite complex. We have made already a feasibility study, but of course it's a huge commitment and a huge investment, and we are really discussing with the farmers there how can we make it for real, and with the public administration as well. And this, as I said, also we are now quite advanced in the design of a bike sharing in countryside. So the idea of having a number of picking up points for the bicycles where you can rent and go around. So combined also with agricultural activities. So something which is very appealing to the people, for the people of Milan, and something very easy, because from the dome, so the very center of the town, to the not the edge of the park, but let's say the average distance is no more than 20-25 kilometers. So it's very close. You can even cycle from the very center of the town to the border of the park. So to conclude, we think that basically what we are building is a human platform, which is which is supported by a digital platform, but which is basically a network of people. As you can imagine, working around this project means involving thousands of people, helping them to share a common vision, to work for a common purpose, to deliver a new business and to become independent in doing that. We think this project as a kind of training activity for the farmers there and for the people. So we are not supposed to be the business developer of the initiative that you are seeing, but every initiative is designed as in order to be independent and self-sufficient as soon as possible. So the market market, now we are running the market, but soon this market will be run by the agriculture, by the farmers. And so also the farmers box has a business model beside which implies an auto-organization of the farmers. So what we are actually doing is enabling this huge community to become independent in doing new things with a brand new vision. As I like to conclude with this quotation from Ivan Illich that says, "The capacity to promote autonomy is a fundamental characteristic of a convivial tool." And this is definitely what we are struggling to do with a great pleasure and with a great energy, and happy to do it. So thank you. The administration of the park of this land, which is officially a park, is beside us, let's say. And but of course, for instance, they are not really able to finance they just finance, let's say, a small part of the project. When there is politicians have an agenda that is not for us anyhow transparent. So we really decided to start this project bottom up. And the nice is that we have just changed the administration in Milan, and the mayor is a brand new one. The mayor made a huge part of the campaign in our market, so we host him for several months, and then when he won, we all were happy, and he was happy too. And but despite this, for instance, now we are forced to move from the place. Just to say one, we are forced to move out of the place of the market currently is. So we have to leave that place because of bureaucratic reason. The nice is that when we received the news that we have to move, the entire neighborhood just said, "Moving? No, you have to stay here." And in a couple of days, we collected like 2,050, I don't remember, signs in order for us to stay there. And so the municipality and the mayor get this list of people, plus a number of emails asking not to move us from that place. And so now they are struggling to understand how to do it, because from one side we should go somewhere else, and from the other side we have the entire neighborhood which is beside us, and that want we to stay there. And we really are enjoying this situation because we believe that if you can do something bottom up, it's much stronger than any initiative that can be top down. It's hard now for the municipality really to be against, let's say, this initiative, because there is the commitment of the people, and this commitment is priceless, and really something that, and also the commitment of the farmers, because the good was that at the beginning we selected the farmers for the market, for instance, as we are selecting them for everything according to different criteria. And at the beginning we only had 40 farmers. Now we have the line of 120 farmers that want to participate in the market and in all the other initiatives. So in 1.5 years, we have proven to be able to do things, to make things happening. And now there is a commitment also from the farmers. And so what's more? I mean, we believe that we are in a very good moment. Well, as I said at the beginning, we are designers, and this means that somehow, I mean, and we are happy for the, I mean, we have an incredible sharing of vision and principle with the people of Slow Food, because basically they are designers too, even if they don't know it. Because we start from the pleasure. We start from the idea that the things could change when there is a commitment, which is an emotional commitment, and not just a rational one. And so if you have to convince people not to go to the supermarket, which is really convenient and easy, and you go and you rush away in half an hour, but if you have to convince people that there could be another way around to do things, around food, and that is a culture, well, you have to give you have to make them feel that there is a better quality of life, a better experience for you, your family, your company, if you take part in those kind of initiatives, which are initiatives which needs more commitment, more time, more involvement of the people, because of the way how they are organized. Not I can say structurally, they need the commitment of the people, they need the commitment of the farmers, because they spend a Saturday morning at the market. Otherwise, they could stay in your home and do this stuff. I mean, so in order for them to want to come there, they must feel that there is something more than just business. And the same for the people. Well, my personal journey is a long story. I mean, let's say that again, every one of us has his own background, and as I said, I'm an architect, must confess. At a certain point, I I decided to have a PhD, and I love cooking, and I love. I mean, I'm really very much committed with sustainability since I was young, and so I said, how can I combine design with cooking and sustainability? And so I started my personal path within this, let's say, world. And then, luckily, I found the support of different people in my environment, and also in the academy. And luckily, I got the support of Slow Food. Slow Food is not a company; it's definitely a group of people doing things together. So you must be there. You must be in the group. It's not that you send a CV and so we feel like we are a group of people with different backgrounds doing something together. This is the first, let's say, step. The second step is to be reliable in the eyes of the farmers. For instance, you are a farmer. You said, think about a designer coming to your farm and saying, why don't we do this? And a designer? I mean, so there is a kind of cultural gap to cover, to fill. And we did it very much through the market, for instance, by really being there and discussing, talking to people. We gain a lot of trust, a lot of credibility. And not only me now, but the group of people, all the group of people working with me, and when the other, we all involved, let's say, and you can see it's a huge list. So I don't know if I answering your question, but it's a personal journey.